Hey guys, Bamoto Winland here with my 5th video in my Minecraft series. Today is the 14th and it's the day after Notch's update into beta 1.2.01, and there are a bunch of new items in the game, some of which I'll show you, or one of which I'll show you today because it's really cool. It's up there. It is the dispenser, and I'll tell you guys how to make it and what it does, and then I'll just talk about the others. Like I think he added cake. Reeds were changed to sugar cane. They're one and the same now. They still have the properties of reeds, but if you put them in the crafting thing, just a single one, you can make sugar out of it. Pretty useful. And I said this video was going to be about monsters and things, but then a couple of things have been happening with my game, and every once in a while my computer likes to shut down randomly and pretty much delete my world, and I'm really mad at that. A new mob was added to the game. It's a passive mob, and it is the squid, which is incredibly useful for making the new inks to be able to dye cloth and decorate your house more. I may or may not have a squid down there. We're gonna go check. I'll do a video about these roller coasters and also in a little bit. These took a lot of work, and pretty much I don't have iron, which means if I break like my 4 diamond pickaxes, I have to go find iron and all that junk, which isn't bad. I mean, it doesn't appear that we have any squid in here, which kind of sucks, because the water's pretty far away for the standards that I like walking. But it may also be too dark for them. I don't know. Yeah, the dispenser is one of the new items. They have a bunch of different dyes, which I probably won't take the time to explain. Wood now looks different. There's birch, and there's a darker wood that represents pine. I think this might be the darker wood that I have with these trees, but birch, if you've ever seen a birch tree, it actually looks pretty similar. Sheep now come in. You can now dye sheep with a basic dye, and sheep also now come in a natural light gray, this normal white, a darker gray, and a black, which is very cool on Notch's part that he updated like that. Cake has been added to the game, giving milk and eggs a use, along with sugar, which is new, and gives wheat another use. And then there's the dispenser, which is freaking awesome, and I just fell off my thing. Lagging a little bit today as usual, but not as bad as I have in past videos, at least not until I said that. Yeah, so the dispenser is made with 7 cobblestone, 1 redstone, and a bow. But it is really awesome. Pretty much, you put any item inside of it, you put a lever next to it, or set up switches, a whole switch system, which I will. I'm gonna make big traps out of them in a little while, like soon. Probably not soon enough for you rambunctious little kids out there, but whatever, or older people. But then it shoots them, like, pretty much it'll use an arrow, snowballs, and an egg as if you use them, and then other items it like spits them out like it's a little slot machine. Yeah. So this is the inside of your thing. Spent a while collecting some flint and feathers and made a bunch of arrows. I killed too many chickens. I feel like a horrible person for it, but whatever. And now I have like 200 something arrows, or I don't do math. It's not my thing. But yeah, a lot of arrows. Got my switch here. Got my stupid sign. And I'm gonna go ahead and get on top of the dispenser. See if I can't give you a better angle on this. If I'll move it, or I'll put a new one out in the field somewhere. Oh my god. I'll probably put a bunch out, and all I'll have to do is click switches, or there'll be pressure plates out there from pretty much make it so I don't have to, go out there and fight the monsters. Just have these things that shoot arrows or snowballs at them. There's probably going to be a lot more to be done with the dispenser. I don't know, maybe he'll even let us put it in a minecart and ride around with a cannon. I don't know. It's not. Jeez. This game is excellent, man. No, I'll probably never make it up there. Yeah, but I forgot to tell you guys. When I went into the Nether, and if you watched my last video, I came out in the Nether that I made from my first world, which got deleted. When I went back through, I arrived in my first world again, which I'm playing in now. You've noticed the terrain is completely different. The house is different. I think it looks a lot better, except for the staircase. I'll have to fix that sometime. But, I mean, this is pretty much where a lot of my work went. The other one was I just kind of half-assed most of it, just to get it done, make the videos. But now that I'm back in here, I have some of my favorite. I have paintings everywhere, and I have all my stuff in here. I had so much stuff, and it stayed in the chests and everything. I've been having the computer issues again, and I'm not sure if it's all just one world. It's not updating correctly or something. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and okay, don't work then. Oh yeah. Turn that up, see if you can get the volume for it. Yeah, the arrows land in the same, they fly in the same parabola as they would if you shot them out of a bow. And they're landing on the square just across this little canyon I have out there. But every time I click it into the on position, it'll fire now. So out goes the arrow and consumes them. Other items, it's kind of like those little machines you have, the bubbles on top, and you put in 25 cents and you get a cheap toy. Except you can do it with items, and it'll do it randomly. It randomly selects one of the squares, and it'll dump something out unless the square's empty. So you could put an arrangement of weapons and things in there, and have somebody go through a puzzle, and they step on a pressure plate, and out pops an item. Or think of something fancier than that. They go through a maze, they get to the end, step on a pressure plate, out comes 13 arrows at their face out of randomly placed dispensers, and wham, you've killed your friends. Like I would. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to talk about this world a little. I've actually have a working farm down there that produces, it's probably one of the better setups you can do. And it produces a lot. And I actually hit an arrow up there. That hurt. I had my fence barrier. This actually took a little time. It doesn't look like it did, but it took a little time to make. And when I do the monsters, I'm gonna put soul sand right here, and it's a one-way door. Monsters can't get in, and I can't get in, but I can get out and things in case, like in the morning, I can go out and collect everything. It's pretty awesome. I do lack my cactuses. I like the cactuses. Yeah, you'll notice I have two minecart coasters, neither of which completely repeat yet, but this one right here up in the front of my house does come back around, and it takes you in a small cave and around here, and it uses a lot of boosters just because I like the idea. I have a lot of iron. and then the other one takes you down to the bottommost explored part of my mine that you can put a coaster on safely. Otherwise, you'd pretty much be falling off. Yeah, so this is my gargantuan wheat farm. When I start making cake and things, I'm just loaded. I mean, I look like I'm a Canadian pot farmer or something. I mean, this stuff's everywhere. The torches are to keep mobs from spawning in here, but I've had it one time. It spawned a bunch of pigs everywhere in here at night, and they just stomp my crops to death. I don't have a hoe right now. Hoe. To show you guys, to pick them up, and that'll be in my food and things video if I think I'm going to stop making Minecraft videos for a little bit after I do the enemies one, which will either be, I'm thinking 6 or 7 now, I don't know. Yeah, I've got a longer weekend. I may have them all out from the 15th to the 17th, but then again I may not do any of the work. So yeah, I wish it was day. I would go and search for squid. I really want to find one. I want to see what they look like. It's pretty much like a black creeper, except his body's way longer. Not creeper, but nast. And I haven't shown you guys enemies yet, so if you've never played the game before on anything but peaceful and you're taking all my advice, you will have absolutely no idea what either one is. What the hell is this? Oh my god, this is one of them freaky Herobrine bullshit things, isn't it? I hate those videos. I was watching them. They're so freaky. I don't know how a game that looks like this, that's so pixelated, and it doesn't like even look scary. I mean, a creeper scares me more than I've played the Resident Evil games, and a creeper is the scariest enemy in a game I've ever played. Just because, oh god, it's a green cactus dick that comes out of nowhere and blows up all my hard work. That's freaking scary. And they just show up out of nowhere in the middle of the night. Wonderful. That's why I play on peaceful, especially on this map. This map is where I had all my accidents with creepers, where I ran into them at night and they were like, hey, I guess you don't like any of the stuff you have in your inventory right now. When I was trying to move, I was moving my house to where it is now. I just restarted over there from wood and everything. My old house isn't far from it. There's no freaking definite advantage about the other server. It had water, a lot of it. I know where water is, but it's frozen. I could go underground, but they don't spawn without light. Apparently, if you do the hacks and put ice in the nether and you melt the ice, it will produce water, and you can actually get a squid in the nether. Really weird. Ooh, I didn't tell you guys about the reason why. The one true reason why I love this world more than any other I've ever spawned is that right there. My outdoor lava stream. Or above ground. I keep saying outdoor. But yeah. This is where I got my obsidian when I found water and a diamond. Literally, I was in the nether in 5 minutes after that. It was so good. I didn't even have to look for lava. I didn't have to do a whole lot of work. And this is a pretty rare occurrence. I mean, they don't just randomly spawn above ground all the time. They randomly spawn above ground very rarely. So, I guess next video, I'll try to find a squid and show you guys the rest of the mobs and not fall in the lava right now. That'll be good too. Oh, look, a cow. Why can't you be a squid? I mean, squids may not even be implemented yet. Don't know. I think they are. I've checked a bunch of the references for it, and they definitely sound like they are. This is my second roller coaster here. I'm going to sign you out with a view of where it goes down. It goes deep down into the mine that I dug, through the side of the cliff, and straight down to probably layer probably layer 11. So, with no one land, out of here until the next video, guys.